Have you ever wondered how many billionaires there are in the world? Well, let me tell you. There are 2,153 billionaires in the world, according to the Forbes ranking of the world's billionaires published in 2019. The combined net worth of these 2,153 people is 8.7 trillion US dollars. What is the total value of global wealth in 2019? According to the Credit Suisse Research Institute's Global Wealth Report, the global wealth is worth 360 trillion US dollars. Despite making up just 0.00003% of the world's population, billionaires own 2.4% of the world's total wealth. As you can imagine, the mega rich tend to spend their fortune on some odd yet insanely expensive items and purchases. In today's video, we're going to look at what billionaires spend their money on. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos that we post. Mark Zuckerberg. We have all heard the name Mark Zuckerberg, whether it be because, he's the founder and CEO of Facebook, or maybe you saw him in one of the hundreds of thousands of Facebook memes he has been in highlight of. However it may have been, we can all agree on one thing. Zuckerberg is worth a lot of money, making him one of the world's richest individuals. If you weren't aware, Zuckerberg founded Facebook, arguably the first and most dominant form of social media. He was still in university at the time and has made his fortune at the ripe age of 23. You may be surprised, but a large amount of Zuckerberg's fortune goes towards his security that protects him and his family 24/7. Being one of the most controversial and rich business executives in the world comes at a great cost. You never know who has it out to get you, and you always need to be aware of this. Facebook claims they spent around 4.9 million US on security in 2016 and a following 14.8 million US dollars over the next 3 years. As head of the brand and founder of the platform, Zuckerberg is a huge asset to Facebook. Therefore, the company has no issue spending this much money on Zuckerberg's protection and security. Mark and his wife Priscilla are also passionate about donating their fortune to different charities. He talks a lot about changing the world and making the world a better place. The couple have also signed the Giving Pledge, an initiative where those who join commit to donating half of their wealth to charity and organizations in need. Giving Pledge was actually founded by Bill and Melinda Gates when they teamed up with Warren Buffett. Not only do those who sign up agree to give away a significant portion of their wealth to different charities, but they also often start their own charitable organizations, which is exactly what Mark and Priscilla did. Zuckerberg and his wife have launched the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, a foundation that provides long-term funding for research, development, and engineering projects. Their slogan is as follows: a future for everyone, and one of their core missions is to eradicate disease through very focused research. However, they also support housing and justice efforts as well. The couple have claimed that over their lifetimes, they will give 99% of their shares of Facebook to their foundation to fund it and make sure it continues to exist and help innovate the world. When they made this announcement, their stock was currently worth a whopping 45 billion US dollars. Bill Gates. Bill Gates, the man, the myth, the legend. A household name I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with. Gates is now the third richest person in the world. For a long time, he had held the second position, but was recently surpassed by Elon Musk. Nevertheless, Gates is insanely wealthy. If you weren't aware already, Bill Gates is the co-founder and CEO of Microsoft and has since become a part of the 100 billion club alongside Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. As you can imagine, Gates has an astounding net worth, which means he lives quite a lavish lifestyle and likes to spend his money. So how does Gates spend his millions, or should I say billions? Well, a large portion has gone towards his property and different property investments, but he also spends a significant portion funding his and his ex-wife Melinda Gates's the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This foundation is the world's largest private charitable foundation and holds more than 50 US billion in assets and has donated 40 US billion dollars to various different global education and health initiatives. In 2010, Gates teamed up with Warren Buffett to create the Giving Pledge. This was an initiative where those who joined committed to donating half of their wealth to charity and good causes. It's always admirable seeing millionaires and billionaires donate some of their wealth to charities that help others. Gates spends mass amounts of his money on charities and good causes, but he has also been known to splash out on some toys, including luxury vehicles. For his first car ever, Gates bought a Porsche 911. This was his first huge purchase with the money he made from Microsoft. In the 70s, the early days, Gates was notorious for amassing speeding tickets, as he would speed through the desert to help clear his head, and he was even arrested once, resulting in the famous mugshot. He has also collected many different luxury vehicles, including a Ferrari 348 and a Jaguar Jaguar XJ6. Not only does he love luxury cars, but he also loves luxury aircrafts and boats. In 1997, he purchased a $21 million jet so he could travel wherever he pleased, whenever he pleased. Gates also been spotted chartering a yacht with his family in the Mediterranean, a charter that costs $5 million per week. For us, that's astounding, but for Bill Gates, that's just pennies from the pocket. Despite these lavish purchases, not all purchases are this extravagant. At his core, he's really quite simple, believe it or not. An average guy. He wears a $10 watch and doesn't believe in spending a fortune on his outfits. He also loves McDonald's and Diet Coke, even telling reporters that he drinks around 3 to 4 Cokes per day. Gates has also been vocal about wanting his children to succeed alone, without depending on his riches. He has stated that each child will get $10 million. Sounds like a lot, huh? But in fact, they will each be receiving less than 1.1% of their father's entire fortune. We assume he plans to donate the rest to charities in those organizations that need it most. Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison is a huge name in the finance world, but if you aren't familiar with that side of things, then you're in for quite a treat. Ellison is the kind of entrepreneur that many business owners long to be. He's the co-founder of Oracle Corporation, a multinational computer technology corporation that specializes in enterprise software and cloud engineering systems. Larry has amassed quite the fortune and has also become close friends with some of the world's richest, one of those being Elon Musk. Many look up to Ellison as his story is rags to riches and is very inspiring. He currently has a net worth of $100 billion. Larry is an active philanthropist. He mainly donates through the Ellison Foundation, which is his own foundation. He also donated more than $100 million to the University of Southern California in order to help establish a research center for cancer treatment and prevention. This is close to his heart as his adoptive mother sadly passed away due to cancer. In 1998, Ellison opened the Lawrence J. Ellison Ambulatory Care Center and donated $5 million to seed the Lawrence J. Ellison Musculoskeletal Research Center. Ellison opened this center after shattering his elbow in a high-speed cycling crash. The crash actually inspired to begin his philanthropic efforts, and following this incident, Ellison began donating very regularly and in large amounts to charities and foundations that were in need. He also has a large passion for yachting and owns the Oracle Team USA that competes internationally. His team even won the America's Cup in 2013 after being the Emirates Team New Zealand for the Cup. Honorable mentions: $43,979 on a haircut. Consider how much money you'd spend on a haircut if it cost you more than half of a year's salary. Haji Hassan Al Bolkiah, the Sultan of Brunei, had a £15,000, $25,358,000 haircut in 2009. He paid $18,621 for a private luxury cabin to fly his barber down because the haircut was during a time when swine flu was widespread. This was to keep his barber from mixing with the other passengers. $2.89 billion private home. Antilia is a Mumbai skyscraper with 27 stories. The project took 7 years to complete and cost $2 billion in total. The house, which includes a private movie theater, swimming pool, fitness center, and 3 helipads, needs 600 people to maintain. It's one of the world's most opulent homes and is home to Mukesh Ambani's family, India's richest man. Art collection. Billionaire Stephen Cohen's art collection contains the most costly painting ever bought, a $155 million Picasso, as well as a $110 million flag painting by Jasper Johns, a $141 million Giacometti sculpture, $58 million worth of Jen Koon's paintings, and a $12 million shark preserved in formaldehyde. Yes, that's art. $650 million on a yacht. In the year 2003, Roman Abramovich purchased the Chelsea Football Club for £140 million. That's $239.98 million. The price he paid for the whole football club was a small fraction of the price he paid for his yacht. The Eclipse yacht is the world's second largest private yacht, costing about $650.30 million. And there you have it, just a few examples of how billionaires spend their money. While some of these may seem outrageous, if you had disposable money, I bet you would be out there purchasing some strange, expensive things. Sadly, that's all the time we leave for today, but don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new uploads.